And welcome back here to SSA Cobb as we get ready to bring you the final Prospects Nation TV webcast of the night. It features Team Tennessee Springer against the Georgia Hoopstars. I'm Marcus Burnett, joined by J.L. Hemingway as we bring you Stephen Peck PSB bracket action. This will determine the second team to play against the Georgia Pistols Martin in the championship for this particular bracket. Hemi, we were able to be on the call and see this team, Tennessee Springer squad, go up against West Virginia Thunder in the PSB Tip-Off Classic up there in Tennessee. Here they have another formidable opponent in the Georgia Hoopstars.
Marcus, absolutely. We were on the call there, and if there were any doubts about just how good this Team Tennessee team was, they erased all of them by defeating a talented West Virginia Thunder team, coached by Scott Johnson and others. Of course, Team Tennessee headlined by number 4 in orange, Chastity Carter, currently ranked number 10 in the Elite 100 as by ProspectsNation.com. Part of USA basketball last year, won a gold medal in the FIBA World Championships. But in actuality, Team Tennessee is a very well-balanced team. You're going to see Chastity Carter make some plays and do some scoring, but they've got some frontline play, some rebounders that do an excellent job of getting rebound putbacks and such. You'll see number 20 in orange, Brianna Smith, that has just had 2 back-to-back fantastic tournaments thus far, up in Tennessee, and even with the win over Illinois, excitement yesterday. So Team Tennessee is poised to come in here and make some noise.
They're doing just that. It's now a 2-0 advantage in favor of Tennessee Springer. Three-pointer on the way for Poingate, no good. Going to have a foul on the play. It's going to go against number 22.
Uche. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that, Marcus. And I know that Coach Davis will probably give me a call in this upcoming week and let me know the exact pronunciation there. But Uche from Shiloh High School, manning the low block down there for Coach Davis and his Hoopstars.
Getting tripped to the free throw line is going to be number 30, Jordan Majors. Strong post presence for Coach Springer's team. Knocks down the first free throw.
Jordan Majors, one of those frontline players that rebounded the ball well, provided that low post presence for Team Tennessee. Along with the DeGray sisters as well up there. Number 45, Rajane DeGray, out there currently for Team Tennessee.
Gate up top to Smith. Nice defense there by Caitlin Duncan. Great inside and outside defender here for the Hoopstars. Try to get it into Major. She's got a mouse in the house. Misses the first one, working in. Third time might be a charm. It's too strong. Great working inside. Hemi, it's no surprise. You're going to have to keep Team Tennessee off of the boards just to be able to have a chance to win this one, and that's a very tall task for this Georgia Hoopstars team.
Well, it is, and they just play what I would like to call just old school basketball, where they're going to grind it out, pound it inside. They're going to get second shots. It's not going to be really pretty.
Yeah.
There may not be a lot of Chris Watkins highlights that come out of it, but they're highly effective. And you mentioned the struggle for the Georgia Hoopstars, along the front line, and Coach Davis a little bit smaller along the front line, and a good screen and roll there by Team Tennessee. Just couldn't convert the play. Is Alex Frazier going to draw a foul on the other end? Caitlin Duncan, starting at the 4 spot, Uche at the 5. They got a lot on their plate right here because, quite honestly, DeGray and Majors, a little bit bigger, a little bit more physical style of play than what they have. And right on cue, Coach Davis puts Brianna Saunders into the game to provide a little bit more of that height and size and physicality down there, and hopefully she can kind of turn the tide in favor along the front line for the Hoopstars.
Frazier knocks down the second free throw. She stays aggressive for this Hoopstar squad. Majors the finish, the assist by Carter.
That's one thing that Team Tennessee does so well, which is to push the ball in transition. And they do it not with the dribble, but instead with the pass.
Shot off there by Frazier, rebounded by Majors. She gets it ahead to Smith. The back tap there by Frazier is in the hands of Caitlin Duncan. Nice defense there by Majors, steals that pass intended for Swearinger. Miniak, she's good at the three ball, can't get that one to go. Majors finds it in her lap, misses it. Saunders with the rebound inside, and here we're already seeing Saunders have a nice impact on the glass.
Yeah, that's what she's going to have to do for sure. I want to point out this. You know, we talked about Chastity Carter and, you know, all of her accolades, and, you know, you might be sitting home and you might be thinking, well, what are these guys at Prospects Nation, you know, talking about? Number 10 in the country, you know, she hadn't shot all that much. She can do that, but what she really likes to do is to facilitate. You'll notice that, you know, she passes and she'll set up her teammates for wide open shots. Just pay attention to the little things that she does. It's no accident that she ended up on the national team, on the U16 team last year.
Yeah, I could definitely relate to that sentiment. Not necessarily, you know, being cynical as far as her talent, but as far as I remember the first time hearing about her and then seeing her play, you almost wanted her to be more selfish of a player than she is, just for the pure entertainment value.
Right.
And, you know, it's one of those things to where you see and you can kind of appreciate a player that has that kind of talent, but is more focused on making the right basketball play. I think it reflects her well, but I think it also reflects Coach Springer well here in this program.
You know, Marcus, I've got to tell you, fans are so finicky. You know, when you get a Carmelo Anthony that just shoots every time down, oh, he's just so selfish. You know, he shoots too much, he can never play team ball, and then suddenly you get a LeBron James, you know, his first few years. Oh, well, he never passes, you know, or he never takes the big shot. He passes too much. You know, so it's almost as if for a lot of these players that you're never going to make anybody happy. So you've got to just be who you are, and you've got to do it very well.
Exactly. 6-4 ball game as we see some pressure being applied by the Hoopstars. Get it up top to Miniak.
Good pass. And it's contagious. You know, when the best player on your team is that unselfish to make the extra pass. You got Miniak, who is a very good shooter. She had a shot, but she saw a better shot from her teammate and makes the pass there. You've got to believe that Carter's influence had something to do with that.
Right back at you. Swearinger gets the bucket. 8-8 ball game here. Carter with it. Guarded by Beeman. Off on the shot, save attempt is right to the hands of Duncan. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Hoopstars. Frazier always aggressive, can't get that one to go with the left. We're going to have a trip to the free throw line here for...
That's number 40, Allison Johnson. A new addition to the squad this weekend, Norcross High School, 2015 prospect. Well-needed pickup as well, too, for Coach Davis. You know, Johnson's going to bring that hustle, that energy along the front line, that, you know, for the rebound and the defense that they're going to need in this game, especially with the post depth and such.
Still an 8-8 ball game. Johnson good on the second free throw. Here comes the double. They get it in the hands of Carter. Smith contested 2, just short. Beeman hesitates. Offensive foul against Beeman.
And it was a good call. It was a very good defensive play by Carter. She anticipated the drive to the baseline, and you could see her, really sink her hips and just power all the way to the baseline. Took that hit right in the chest. Great defensive play by Carter.
And it was almost like she kind of baited Beeman into doing that, and then had the lateral quickness to be able to get right there. We see a score there by Tennessee Springer on the other end, 10-9 ball game. Back and forth here early on. Beeman, no good on the floater, rebounded by Carter. Turn in the corner.
Oh.
Going to have a foul against Frazier, who doesn't quite understand the call or where the contact took place. Can't say I saw it either, but that's going to be a foul against Frazier. Checking into the game for Team Tennessee Springer, number 22, Lauren Ransom.
Ransom, another frontline kid. And again, you just see the depth of Team Tennessee. You see, right off the sideline, out of bounds play, well drawn up play. They bring everybody up. They recognize that the Hoopstars pressure, out towards the perimeter. They clear everybody up. They get a post ISO down there along the block and a score. And this is not something, honestly, that you see a lot of anymore. The post game. Everybody wants to be a guard. Everybody wants to run up and down and trap and shoot threes and, play fast. And it's almost as Team Tennessee says, you know what, we're going to take it back to, just grind and pound basketball, and we're going to put people on the block, and we're going to make you guard, one-on-one down there. A really interesting style of play for sure.
Yeah, they're definitely a throwback team in that aspect. Definitely fun to watch with their brand of ball here. The Hoopstars currently trail by 3. But it's been a back and forth game here up to this point. Different styles of play for both squads. Hoopstars kind of go as their guard play goes with Swearinger and Frazier.
Yeah. And honestly, Marcus, if Coach Davis is going to try to change this game, they're going to have to make it an up and down game, quite honestly. They're going to have to find ways to speed up Team Tennessee, make them turn it over, get in space for Frazier and Swearinger, and, find open looks for Poingay and such.
Back from the timeout, Johnson trying to work. She's going to get called for a travel before she can get it out to Poingay.
Poingay had that thing dialed up, and unfortunately too many steps in the lane. And let's face it, it's going to be hard to speed up Team Tennessee when you talk about Chastity Carter and the quality of ball handler that she is. Brianna Smith is also a quality ball handler, so it's going to be hard to turn that game, into that type of style.
We see Ransom there. Unable to knock down the putback. They're going to say last touch by Tennessee Springer, so it'll go to the Hoopstars. Checking back into the game. Actually getting their first action in the game, number 24, Raquel Cranston for the Hoopstars. Brianna McGee with it. Kicks it out to McGriff. McGriff too strong on the three-pointer. Allison Johnson with the rebound, but one of those feet were out of bounds. Football pass. Smith gets the reception. Ooh. The finish there by number 31, Rayana DeGray.
DeGray had a big tournament at the Tip-Off Classic, Tennessee. Seeing her first action of the night, that's a big-time catch and finish with the left hand at that.
Going to have a traveling violation against the Hoopstars. Back over to Team Tennessee Springer. Also back into the game for the Hoopstars, number 20, Tiana Swearinger, as well as number 22, Uche. Smith trying to get another touchdown. It's caught by Ransom. Ransom going to get called for the travel.
You see what Coach Springer is doing here. They're taking all the defense up front, and they're saying, all right, well, we're going to throw it deep on you. They've had, well, mixed results. They got one leak-out layup, and the second one resulted in a travel.
Like how Smith has put those passes in a place to where if it's missed by the intended recipient, it might go out of bounds, but she's not leaving them short to where it's a jump ball situation. She's really leading her teammates in that scenario.
Smith is just solid. Solid kid, makes good basketball plays. You know, you see her leading the break, you know.
Pick it up. She was looking for Smith. Oh.
Good defense applied there by Uche. You know, it may have looked like there was some contact, but she was showing her hands and, you know, not leaning on her. Made the big girl in alert put it on the floor, not obviously one of her specialties, and it created a turnover.
Wingate with it. She splashed her last three-pointer. Unfortunately, it didn't count. It was a traveling violation against the Hoopstars, but she was able to see it go through the net, which can help a shooter. A little shaken up on that last play. Looked like she came down a little awkwardly. We'll see if she stays in the game or if Coach J.D. Davis is going to bring somebody in for it. Looks like Alexandra Frazier is set to check in next dead ball.
See what they're doing here. They put Swearinger down in the post. Swearinger's a point guard by nature, but she's, quite honestly, she's just a ball player. She's a scorer. She likes to score in that 10 to 15-foot area. And they feel like they have an advantage, you know, with Brianna Smith-Gardner, so put Swearinger down there, and, well, it works. Get to the line and score a couple of free throws.
That pass through the hands of Ransom. Back over to the Hoopstars. 3-point advantage for Team Tennessee Springer. The momentum has been in Team Tennessee Springer's favor, but you still see the Hoopstars down just 3. Not a bad spot to be in for Coach Davis's Hoopstars. Carter to Miniak. Back out to Carter. She's going to try a 3 of her own. Count it.
A good basketball there. And again, you know, this is what I was referencing earlier. It's the fact that it's going to be hard to pressure them because Carter and Miniak and Smith, they just handle the ball so solidly.
That 3-pointer by Carter makes it a 6-point advantage. Frazier with the handoff to Swearinger. Now Uche has it. Swearinger calling for it. Pass a little bit too far ahead. Ball back over to Team Tennessee Springer.
I like the thought there. I like the offense. A little dribble handoff, a little horn set. They got Swearinger cutting to the bucket. They're obviously trying to post her up. But the pass just a little errant, and it flies out of bounds.
Carter with it. Stepped out of bounds. Did Team Tennessee Springer, so back over to the Hoopstars. Frazier will bring it up. Frazier normally plays the role of catalyst here for this Hoopstars team. Stays aggressive, always attacking the rim. We'll see if she can help them possibly close this gap as we get closer and closer to halftime. She's going to try a 3 here, short on that one. Majors to Carter.
Oh, she's got to look to score that.
Yeah. Swearinger. Go ahead, Henry.
The ball fake and the finish reminded me of you out there on the ball court there, Marcus.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice finishing. You touched on it with Swearinger, Hemi. As we're glad all ended well there on that play. As Uche got up in the air, Major's able to kind of take that hit. Uche lands safely, but with Swearinger, you know, we were kind of waiting for her to kind of get going more and assert herself a little bit more, and I think she's really used the past 32 minutes to be able to do just that.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute to kind of get your feel of the game. You know, it's a new team, new opponent. quite honestly, you know, Frazier and Swearinger both have they've just been a little quiet here early on, and it's reflected with only 13 points through, you know, nearly 3/4 of this first half.
Duncan gets the rebound, tries to get it ahead to McGriff. Pass a little bit too tall. It'll go back over to Tennessee Springer. Brianna Smith now back in the game. Gets them set up, backdoor cut. The hesitation and the layup by Smith.
As one of the kids in my 6th period U.S. history class says, the Hezo. He's not a ball player, he's a wannabe ball player, but Brianna Smith is certainly a very effective ball player.
Yeah.
Knowing when to speed up, when to slow down, converts that three-point play.
She's out of MLK High School there in Nashville, Tennessee. That last bucket makes it an 8-point advantage here for Team Tennessee Springer. That shot off, but Brianna Saunders. Saunders out of Stevenson High School here in the Atlanta area. Gets the front end. She'll have a chance for a three-point play the hard way here at the free throw line.
I think they need that. They're going to need Saunders in this game. I don't know how many minutes in a row that they're going to be able to play her, but rebound putbacks like that are going to be good, because you talk about you know, the big girls at the DeGrays and Majors and such. Oh, that's a defensive breakdown there. You can't let the shooter just go down there.
That one missed by Colin Springer, but like you said, open. Luckily for the Hoopstars, she wasn't able to knock that one down. Back into the game for Team Tennessee, number 45, Ronjanae DeGray. Frazier over to McGriff. McGriff catch and shoot. Too strong on the three-pointer. Brianna Smith with it up top. Frazier trying to turn up the defensive pressure on Smith. Frazier with the steal. Frazier gonna try a three of her own. Looked on the mark, wouldn't stay down for her, so here comes Smith. Smith gets it to Majors. Majors gonna step back, try a three of her own, no good. Looks like she's gonna get a second crack at it though.
Right now the Hoopstars are finishing plays. You know, there's good effort through the first pass, the second pass, even the shot. They'll get a block out, maybe one block out, but then it's just one breakdown. Right there, Frazier contested the shot, but she didn't finish the block out right there. Yeah. And you know, it's not just been her, but it's been, you know, continuous. They've been getting good effort, but it's not been consistent effort, or at least finishing effort. And when it comes to Bop Crow, BOPCRO, block out, pursue the rebound, chin the ball, and outlet. And, you know, that's, you know, on every shot, that's what you should have. Bop Crow. You know, you block out, you pursue, you chin the ball. Yeah. Too many kids, you know, today, you know, they get it and then they put the ball down, you know, around their knees, or they're just careless with it. Easy way. Just a simple thing like that, you can, you know, and hopefully, you know, Bree will watch this video and learn from that and keep it up, you know, chinned up high, and then make a secure outlet to a guard. You know, that's what a good defensive possession consists of.
As we see a prime example of that right there, Majors with a strong rebound. She normally does a great job of Bop Crow, but there kind of had it out extended, and it was knocked away in a Hoopstar bucket.
There you go. I mean, so many times we talk, oh, they're going to get the back door right here. Oh, what a great set right there, great execution. There's a pivot, and the backdoor play. They just ran that double screen to the corner to the shooter, so the Hoopstars were looking to the shooter, and then they pivot around and get the backdoor cut there for Carter. But to finish, sorry Marcus, to finish my thought, you know, Bobby Knight once said that you can do everything right and it still be a failure if you don't contest the shot and block out. Yeah. Or you can do everything wrong, but as long as you contest the shot and block out, it's still going to be fine. And right now, on both ends, we're seeing, you know, some pretty good effort on the front end, but just not finishing the play with a secure outlet.
Going to have a foul go against number 42, Colin Springer, on that play. It's going to send Rain Beeman to the line for the Hoopstars. 18.1 seconds left to play here in the first half. First free throw by Beeman. Count the second free throw as well.
Good possession there. They get the free throws there by Beeman. That's important. Now let's see if they can't get a defensive stop here in the last 10 seconds of the half.
Cut there by Carter. Waits, picks the spot, and gets the layup. That Rain Beeman pass intended for Coach Springer of Team Tennessee. That's going to do it for the first half. Thanks for joining us here on Prospects Nation TV. We'll catch you back here in 2 minutes. And we're back here on Prospects Nation TV, ready to roll with second half action. Team Tennessee Springer up over the Georgia Hoopstars. A spot in the bracket championship hangs in the balance here in this one. Second half's underway. McKenna Puenge trying to get started early in it. No good on the three-pointer, but we have Uche working hard on the offensive glass, and she'll get a trip to the free throw line.
Well, this is going to be key for Coach Davis and his squad right here if they can get started on the right note. with some points, cut into this lead, try to change the momentum.
Yeah. Uche off on the free throw. Caitlin Duncan hustles. She's no stranger to hustle plays.
Yeah.
She creates another opportunity. Poingay with the splash.
Big shot there by Poingay, and I think she might have the hot hand here for the Hoopstars. They may look to get her a little bit more involved moving forward here in the second half.
Yeah, when you got players like a Tiana Swearinger, you see with the ball right now, and a Frazier, who are constantly in attack mode and do a great job of drawing attention from the mid-range to the rack, it'll definitely create some opportunities for Poingay as she puts Brianna Smith on skis there for a second, but the shot was missed. Tennessee Springer on the other end. Miniad out to DeGray. Miniad going to take it inside. Uche with the rebound. Duncan to Poingay. Poingay guarded by Carter.
Good defense there. Really played that ball screen well. Didn't allow her to get around it.
Poingay just off the mark on that one.
And forced her to take a tough shot from 24 feet or beyond.
Frazier grabs it, brings it out of there. She's going to go right at Majors. Can't get it to go. Majors with the rebound. And then he had to get it to Smith. Duncan with the steal. Here's Frazier. Frazier, no good on the shot. A little frustrated. Those are shots she normally hits. Still a 5-point ball game though for the Hoopstars. Smith inside to Majors. Majors with the finish.
Good patience there by Team Tennessee. Got it to the second side of the offense. Got the screen and the slip, and Majors was able to finish.
Bringing free.
Ooh.
They've definitely gotten her more involved. She splashed the first one. The last two have been on the mark. Just wouldn't stay down for her. 7-point advantage for Team Tennessee. Swearinger.
Oh.
We have a collision there between Smith and Duncan. Duncan nearly had a steal. Her and Smith collide. Meanwhile, there's another bucket there for Team Tennessee. Springer pushes the advantage to 9 points.
There's Frazier. Frazier now getting it going in the lane. Let's see if that can be the spark that they've been looking for.
That bucket off the window brings them to within 7. Nice defense there by Poingay. We've been able to see Chastity Carter and her ability to play defense, but Poingay is also very good on the defensive end as well. It's always interesting, those balls, to where you see it, and you're telling yourself, pull your hands back, but for some reason, you're unable to do it. That seems like the longest couple milliseconds ever.
Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it.
Touched it, it's out of bounds. Smith with it, 7-point advantage. Beeman cranking up the defense. Gets it over to Ransom. Ransom playing hot potato, gets it to Smith. Smith inside to Majors. Nice block there by Duncan. Ransom wrestles it away.
Oh.
Pass a little tall for Smith. Out of bounds, back over to the Hoopstars. Poingay inbounds it to Beeman. Beaming over to McGriff. McGriff going to try mid-range, Jay. Too strong on that one. We'll go back over to Team Tennessee Springer. They get it to Ransom. Ransom working inside. No good. McGriff pulls it out, gets it in the hands of Frazier. Frazier right at Chastity Carter. Too strong on that one, but Beeman gets the offensive rebound. We're going to have a timeout by Coach J.D. Davis. And we're going to have Brandon Clay joining us here on Prospects Nation TV as well. 7-point advantage for Team Tennessee Springer, but the Hoopstars right there, as they always are, with the play of an Alexandra Frazier and a Swearinger there at the guard spots.
Man, talk to me, Marcus. What's going on, man? How you feeling this evening, man?
I'm feeling great, man. Last broadcast here of day 2 at the May Day Challenge. It's been a great one, man.
No, I agree, man. This has been a back and forth, obviously, game in terms of the momentum and things like that. Neither team's been able to take it and run away with it. I think it's kind of been the trend of the day in terms of the competitive games anyway. You know, the low scoring. You know, both teams kind of locking in defensively, making it tough there for other teams to get quality shots and those kind of things. You know, I do think on that end, Marcus, you know, for both the Hoopstars and for Springer, you're probably looking at around 45 points being able to seal the win, at least as of this moment in terms of the way the game is going at this point in time. If you can get 45 to 50 points, you put yourself in a position to be able to come away here with a win and advance to the finals.
We're going to have a backcourt violation there against the Hoopstars. Ball back over to Team Tennessee. Springer checking back into the game for the Hoopstars, number 40, Allison Johnson's. Caitlin Duncan's going to get a much-deserved rest there for Coach J.D. Davis. Majors working inside. Ransom's going inside. Playing volleyball right now.
It's amazing.
Carter says, let me get in where I fit in.
Springer's done a great job, really, from the opening tip, even when the ball was on the other half of the floor inside the first half, of being able to get their hands on those loose balls. If there's an area that the Hoopstars have struggled in a little bit so far this season, it's been that. It's been the ability to rebound it on either end. Davis gave Saunders some minutes early, trying to find somebody who could come in and really control the glass for them. And that's something to keep an eye on here during the last 10:42, Marcus, is can they keep Team Tennessee off of the offensive glass? The offensive glass just results in 2 Carter free throws.
Which pushes the lead to 8. Tied up there was McGee, but she gets it ahead. McGriff going to kick it out to Puenge. Puenge for 3. No good on the shot. Rebound there by Brianna Smith, who's going to get it out of there in a hurry. Carter gets that pass over to Risner. Major's going to try a 3 of her own. Count it.
And this is danger zone time right here if you're J.D. Davis and these Hoopstars. This is the time of the game where that 7-point lead right there when he called the timeout can easily become 15 or 16 if you're not careful. They're a bucket or 2 away from this one being out of here.
We saw versatile post players in the Lady Pumas matchup earlier when you talk about the likes of Brown and a Jenkins as well as Brooks. When you look at the post players here, we see the nice steal and the finish there by Brianna McGee. But you talk about the post players in a Jordan Majors, a Wanjanae DeGray, as well as a Lauren Ransom here for Team Springer. Not too shabby at all. McGriff wrestles that ball away, along with her left arm.
That was a big finish there. I mean, you know, if they can get another basket here, stop in a basket, now all of a sudden you've gotten yourself back to where you were before that timeout. But you cannot continue to dig these holes for yourself here going down the stretch, that's for sure.
Yeah. Beaming over to Puenge. It's got Chastity Carter guarding her.
Good decision there not to take that 3. She looked at it. That was going to be a tough 23-footer, contested and all.
Shot there by Johnson's no good. They get it in the hands of Risner.
Oh, good defense here. See if they can convert the open opportunity.
Beeman's going to do it yourself. Coach Springer's going to get a timeout.
That's a very good call there. Not wanting to give away the momentum you just built, and we talked about this in the earlier game, letting that 4-6-0 run become an 8-10-0 run. That's not what you want to do right here. Great timeout here to deaden it. And it goes back to what I thought was so impressive with the Pistols earlier, is they were able to stop the various runs without needing timeouts.
Yep.
You know?
That Georgia Pistols team we just spoke about, waiting on the winner of this one in the bracket championship game tomorrow. It'll be webcasted here at 4:10 p.m. Eastern time. You know, got to mention the time zone, man. We've got, you know, teams from a few different time zones involved here, man. So we got to make sure they know we're Eastern Standard. 8 minutes, 53 seconds left to play here in this ball game. 8-point advantage for Team Tennessee Springer as they come back out on the floor with number 22, Lauren Ransom, number 30, Jordan Majors, number 38, Alexis Reisner, number 4, Chastity Carter, and number 5, Olivia Miniak. Miniak with the ball. You normally don't see Miniak handle the duties and necessarily bringing it up the floor, but
that's a great move there. That's a great move, and that's the type of possession you want. If you're Mark Springer coming right out of the timeout, the ability to get into the teeth of the defense, decide to go ahead and keep it there, be able to draw the foul and get to the free throw line.
Miniat knocks down the first free throw, and Coach Davis wanted a little bit more pressure applied to Miniat. You know, the Hoopstars, one of their that pressure that they put on the ball, and if you got a Brianna Smith that you're going to pressure, you definitely want to make sure you apply that same level to Miniat.
No question. And good box out there on the Hoopstars part. Off the missed free throw, we talked about the offensive rebound and being a key for Team Tennessee. Nice move there by Frazier.
Misses.
Oh, good block on the backside there. Good block.
Jordan Majors with the rejection there. Miniat over to Reisner. Good look for Miniat, splash.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't let her get her feet set. And the way that those two are able to play, the respect that they've drawn from the Hoopstars, penetrate, pitch, nah, I won't shoot this. You shoot it. You got a better shot than I have. Good move there on the baseline by Beeman. But good block. Miniat's really been everywhere, whether it's driving, kicking, free throw line, shooting the three. She's been great here in the past couple of minutes.
Initially, they thought that ball might have been deflected by the Hoopstars, but they put their heads together, get the call right. It'll go back over to the Hoopstars, out of bounds by Team Tennessee Springer. Back into the game for Springer is going to be number 31, Rayana DeGray. Back into the game, as well as number 20, Brianna Smith.
And this is a place right here where Davis can get production with Swearinger as you see her get to the rim. We watched them do this against FBC Black. We watched her really take control of the game and create opportunities for Frazier to get low, rolling. Everybody else became better because she played well.
Yeah.
They're going to need her down the last 7 minutes of this game to really get it going in order to come out of here with a victory.
Swearinger gets it over to Beeman. Allison Johnson has it.
Oh.
Johnson off the window.
That's a cold move right there, Mark.
Out of Norcross High School. Coached by Angie Hembry. Coach that's definitely coached a couple players with some nice moves.
No question. Oh, that's nice right there. Nice little double high screen action. Special with the horn set, and then a great read there to be able to find the poster.
Majors does a great job of running, being able to catch and finish.
And a great pass there by Smith. Heads up, heady, knowing where a post player is and being able to feel that post defender.
Carter going to try a three-pointer.
Well, they just hurt you in so many ways. You know, you take Miniat out, and then it's Smith, and then it's Carter. Hey, you know, it seems like it's somebody different on almost every possession for them.
Beeman going to get called for the travel.
That's the right call. Referee Emily Clark sitting right on top of that one.
And when you talk about a Chastity Carter, you know, Hemi and I touched on it in the first half. You know, a lot of times if you haven't seen her play, her reputation precedes her as far as her ability and what she can do. And then you watch her play and you're waiting for that, and you see her play good team basketball, but she's a very unselfish player.
Well, she's one of those kids, honestly, you talk about skill sets, and you almost have to work with her to be a scorer, in that she has it, and she wants to get everybody else involved, which is great. And by being able to explain to a young player like that, it's almost selfish if you don't score. Because by scoring the basketball, making those open jumpers like she just did, you make the game easier for everyone else. Exactly what I was just saying about Swearinger for the Hoopstars. You need one or two people. LeBron James makes the game easier for everyone around him when he's rolling. Taurasi, Kevin Durant, you name it. And so to put her in that conversation at whatever level she is, her being able to score the basketball makes the game easier for her teammates around her.
So we see that bucket there scored inside for the Hoopstars, bringing them to within 13 points. Smith going to try a three from the corner.
There it is. Now, you have to respect Carter's ability to score it. The helpline defender comes over on the back baseline, and look at who's open for the three.
None other than Brianna Smith. Hemi and I raved about her and her performance there at the PSB Tip-Off Classic up in Tennessee. She was very solid in the games leading up to the championship and had a great performance against some great guards there for West Virginia Thunder. Smith definitely caught our attention there in that event. The number 24, the Hoopstars, Swearinger, knocking down the first free throw there, as we're going to have a substitution for Springer into the game, number 45, Ranjanae DeGray.
I'll tell you what, I really like Smith's versatility. You know, whether it was the handle there on that double high screen that we talked about a minute ago, then playing off of the basketball, being able to hit that jumper. She's defended on the ball, so she's showing you that she can play on or off. I think definitely projection-wise, projecting her as a point guard at the next level. But it's always nice when your point guard can make an open shot. Team goes with some kind of different zone or even a boxing one look on a kid like a Chastity Carter. You know that you have her as an option to relieve some of the pressure by the ability to make open shots.
She'll inbound the ball for Team Tennessee Springer. They currently lead by 14. DeGray to DeGray. Rayana going to go to the free throw line after that pass inside by Ranjanae. Talented tandem there on the post for Coach Springer.
Well, it's funny in a lot of ways. It's that Cincinnati Angels model in terms of building a team where you have Carter, the same way they have Davenport. But all of the other pieces are so good and so capable of making a basket at any time that you can't really devote the type of help or attention to that player that you might want to. They really nickel and dime you to death, for it's like 7 points here, 8 points there. That old Dean Smith philosophy of scoring. We're going to spread this thing through 8 or 9 different players, and 8 or 9 different players are going to have anywhere from 6 to 15 points.
Play right there. Carter misses the first. Second won't go, but she's got reinforcements in DeGray.
That's 3 offensive rebounds now on 1 possession, and it's going to result in a kick out or repost here.
Nice defense there, but better offense by Ranjanae DeGray.
Hey, Marcus, is exactly what we talked about. They didn't get the first shot on goal, so to speak. They get 3 offensive rebounds, a kick out, a reset, a repost, inside, and they finish it. You cannot give this team those types of opportunities.
That last one makes it a 17-point advantage. Carter guarded by Swearinger. DeGray, strong move inside. Nice block there by Johnson. Frazier's ahead. Swearinger gets it to her. Frazier unable to knock down the layup.
Well, it's been a tough road here for Frazier. You look at the past 6-7 minutes. Hadn't been able to get it done. In terms of being able to score the basketball, they really needed Frazier to be able to come in here and get it rolling offensively to go alongside Swearinger. And Swearinger showed a couple of glimpses, but she too was not able to get going the way that they need to, the way that their puzzle is built, which is a little different, obviously, in Team Tennessee's, where, it's a collective 6-7 piece puzzle. The Hoopstars really rely on Frazier and Swearinger to get going, and then other people can eat off of their play and production.
That ball knocked out of bounds by Uche of the Hoopstars. 17-point advantage for Team Tennessee Springer. 3 minutes, 55 seconds and counting left to play here in the second half. Rebound by Caitlin Duncan.
We get a nice assist there from the Team Tennessee bench as some stuff gets knocked over. Thank you very much.
That's teamwork making the dream work right there, man. Wenge. This is to Swearinger. Nearly a steal there.
Oh, long, deep three here. Oh, everything but the bottom of the net. And here's Frazier. It just won't fall. It's funny, in that way, this half has been very reminiscent of the half they played against FBC Black that first half. Then they were able to get rolling, stretch that thing out, and come away with a victory that day. But it, you know, tale of two halves, very similar to what we talked about that day against FBC, and they just have not been able to make it all click.
Jake cashes in on the first free throw. Swearinger has a seat back into the game. Number 15, Rain Beeman. Beeman out of Stevenson High School. Uche splashes the second free throw. Team Tennessee efficiency right there.
Nice. Ball touched the floor one time. That was on the post move. Oh, good play right there, though.
Uche.
One of my favorite names on the travel circuit.
Wingate for three. No good. Beeman gets an offensive rebound.
Nice. Going to get a foul call here.
It's going to go against Katie Pierce of Team Tennessee Springer.
It's interesting. There are so many ways that you can construct a team. You know, not right or wrong. There's just so many ways to do it. And I think this game, the Cincinnati Angels game earlier today, Team Elite Pointer, you know, all those people have shown that you can construct a team with a lot of different pieces. You know, maybe one person in theory that kind of makes the motor go, but not necessarily one person that dominates the scoring category. Whereas the Georgia Pistols Martin, who will play tomorrow, they really look to Asia Doe to dominate that scoring category and then let other people be able to feed off her after she gets going, where it's harder to pick your poison, per se, with the other three teams.
Frazier gets a steal.
Oh, that's nice. Boy, it just didn't work for her. That's a heck of a move to the baseline. Everything but the finish. You can see the frustration on her face.
Maniac deep two. Splash.
Yo, you talk about skill sets. The shot fake, one bounce, hard left. Now, you got her, she covered a good 6 feet on that bounce, putting herself in a position. You're going to see some substitutions here for Team Tennessee. That's a great shot there from a skilled kid.
Wingate misses that shot. DeGray going to have that ball tied up. Possession arrow is going to keep it with the Hoopstars. Back into the game for Team Tennessee Springer, number 42, Colin Springer, and number 10, Kennedy Bell. Wingate is dunking right at the elbow. Pass intended for Beeman, going to go out of bounds.
It's interesting, in a lot of ways, that summed up the half, that particular possession right there. Duncan catches, free throw line, the best of intentions to find the open Beeman, and it just doesn't connect. And that really has been the entire half for the Hoopstars. See it, good quality looks, getting things they want to get, shot on goal just doesn't fall. Pass just isn't reason, the play just is not made.
Nice hustle right there. Frazier saves it to Uche. Uche to Duncan. Duncan to Frazier. Pulls up.
Everything but the net. Now credit Team Tennessee on that, you know, as well. It's easy for scorers to not miss if they're not guarded. You know, so Team Tennessee has done a very good job, very similar to Cincinnati Angels in an earlier matchup, of making sure every shot is contested. It's not like, you know, the Hoopstars are here missing wide open layups and, you know, it's all without any defense around them. They've done a good job of every shot being contested and making it tough. Frazier's having to beat two people. She's having to beat her girl and then the help line defender. They're having to beat two people on every play, which is tough. And on nights where it's not working for you, that second help line defender becomes much more daunting on the nights than it is.
16-point advantage here for Team Tennessee Springer, who is in line to match up with Georgia Pistols. in the championship game tomorrow.
That's going to be a good one. We got a couple good ones. That Cincinnati Angels Team Elite Pointer game is going to be everything, man. I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, you have to be sure to join us. Championship game that Team Tennessee Springer will be in will be at 4:10 at 2:35. That's when we'll have that Team Pointer Elite versus Cincinnati Angels matchup. Frazier will bring it up. Been a tough night as far as the shot staying down. As you mentioned, definitely hasn't been due to a lack of effort.
No question, man. Team Tennessee's done a great job. They really have earned, this victory, and a collective earned, a little bit of everybody, whether it be Miniot, whether it be Smith. We talked about Carter, DeGray. Either one, pick one, Majors. I mean, you've got a whole litany of players that you can point to as to why this game has gone in the right direction for them. They've done a heck of a job, and you can credit Mark Springer for bringing his team down the road this morning and making sure they were locked in, focused, and ready to go.
After this one, they'll be one game away from getting what they came down 75 South for. As we'll have our final timeout of this one. 37 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, that's going to be both a fun and a tough game. That's for darn sure.
We appreciate you joining us here on Prospects Nation TV. Be sure to check out the site. You've got social media recaps. You've got video recaps as well.
I want to shout out the whole team, man. Chris Watkins, Jonathan Hemingway, Stephen Peck. I had Xavier Johnson, Jordan Davis on it today. Got Derek behind us, Taylor Johnson. I mean, everybody's really pitched in and lent a helping hand. Obviously, Marcus, you and your crew, Lisa, have done a great job. But just even from a social perspective, all the tweets, just trying to make this bigger than anything that especially on the female side, the high school level, that there's been access to. There just has not been that resource, whether it be the video games, stream games, and then also just the social media aspect with links to articles and things that you can find about the event. So definitely want to shout out everybody who's made this possible, because it's much bigger than the two of us. That's for darn sure.
Agreed. Reisner misses that second free throw. Beeman with the rebound ahead to Frazier. Frazier steps through off the window.
And it's interesting because that is a situation right there. Those are the shots we're accustomed to seeing Frazier make. When she's able to make a couple of those, Swearinger as well, game becomes a little bit different. And Team Tennessee really made it tough for both of them to get rolling, and that's hard to do. Credit to them for sure.
They get the credit and a spot in the championship game. We'll catch you here at 4:10 tomorrow for that one. This is Marcus Burnett with Brandon Clay signing off. Thanks for joining us here on Prospects Nation TV.